Good evening, everybody. I am here for one reason, and it is to get everyone on the partnership play. We're going to engage in the game of entrepreneurship with a growth play, and the play today is partnerships. So let's get started. The entrepreneur's reality in the game of the market space is 50% of us are failing in the first 5 years. After 10 years, only 35% are still standing. Why are we not winning? How can we win? My answer is partnerships. Those are great ball handlers. Who's handling your business? Who's handling the areas of your business? You have an inside game. You have your innovation, your team, your finances, and you have your partnerships. You have an outside game. You have your competition, your customers, you have your market data and intelligence, and you have your community. If you are looking at all of these 8 areas of your business, and you are involved in them, and you're working on how they work together, and how they're aligned and synergized, you're in the game. The partnership play is the play we're going to focus on today. Now, we all know that we achieve more by working together. Billy Ray Valentine and Winthorpe got together against the Dukes. When they were working by themselves, they were pawns in the Dukes game. When they came together, they won. And so, why do you take on a partner? You take on a partner because you want to get a bigger deal. So you may join a partnership to partner on a specific mission. We're going to take down the Dukes. You may also get into a partnership where you're a little more married to your business partner. You start a venture. You go into business on a long-term basis. And so after they took down the Dukes, they may want to start their own brokerage business and go for the long play. Partnering requires a lot of personal work. It is not something that you just jump into if you don't have clarity, confidence, and have the spirit of collaboration. The people in this room, we're all here together. Your competition is not sitting next to you. Your collaborators are sitting next to you. Your competition, they are so far ahead of the field. It is our job to go get them and win. And we can only do that if we collaborate with each other. So there are 4 aspects of the partnership I want to go over today: mutual intent, agreement, action, and exit. Mutual intent is about being on the same page. So, partnerships start out like this. You're walking hand in hand with your partner, and you're like, I'm so in love with you, whatever you want me to. And you're singing with them, and you're in love with them, and you don't really know them yet, but you just know you're in love, and you feel good about what you're gonna do. And then as you go further down the partnership experience, you start singing, whoa! Oh, good God! What is it good for? Because you are so mad and emotionally wrenched because the partnership didn't work out. I know I've worked with clients where partnerships didn't work out and they can't sleep. They can't sleep for days. They have dreams of kicking their partners downstairs and being violent. And it takes them to a place that is not of themselves because of the experience. So how do we get to a place where you have a successful partnership? And it is, and the love continues. So, trust, respect, communication, commitment. Think about the partnerships that you had in the past where these elements were not there. Now think about a partnership where these elements were there. Now I'm a lawyer, and I'm a business strategist, and I've been out on these Wall Streets and Main Streets for 10 years doing business. And even being a lawyer, I've been tried and tested. I've entered into partnerships, and they haven't always gone well. I've entered into good ones, but I've entered into not so good ones. And the reasons why they did not go well is because, in one case, I didn't trust a partner. I didn't trust the way they were handling the money. I worked with a partner that didn't respect me. Respect me as a woman, respect me as a person of color. Communication, different communication styles. Not communicating, shutting down, avoiding a conflict. Commitment, not really being committed to what we said we're going to do. Having another agenda outside of the scope of the partnership that we created. Those were the reasons why the partnerships did not go well. But for the partnerships that did go well, those elements were there. So moving on from intent to agreement, all agreements, terms are really about time and money. How much time you're going to spend on the business, how much commitment each partner is going to have, the roles they're going to have, how are you going to split the profits, what's going to happen on exit. I encourage everyone to formalize their agreements. You may be, in a meeting and really get excited and feel like I really trust the person. But I always ask the question around agreement. When you go to war and you have to stand in front of a judge and you have to bring something to the court to demonstrate what you believed the relationship was, do you want to walk in with one piece of paper? That's your agreement. Or do you want to go back to your emails and text messages and find people to come to court with you to provide evidence as to that agreement? It's cleaner to walk into a war with agreement. So before you even create agreements, I like to have the practice of entrepreneurs working on your best case scenario term sheets. Before you even get into agreement, write down all the terms that you would like to have before you walk into the room. And I also encourage you to include defining the business and what it's going to be, the contributions of each partner, the roles, the profit share, and the exit scenarios. Partnerships in action can catapult your business. A partnership can create more customers. It can allow you to operate in another market. It can provide capital and resources to grow exponentially. Those are the reasons why people partner and businesses partner. People also partner and businesses also partner with entrepreneurs because we're innovative. Companies are so big and so bureaucratic that they're not innovating as fast as you are. You all are innovators in the room, and that's why a large company would want to partner with us. Why we lose? We lose because we're too independent. We're in our heads. We have our dream centers in the space right here, and we're dreaming and we're dreaming and we're dreaming, and we're not coming out into the open and collaborating and asking for help and giving and taking and receiving and doing all that work to build a team and to build partners. We also don't create enough systems, and I know you've heard this before. I always ask entrepreneurs, if you could buy your business, would you buy it? If you had $1 million and you could buy a business, would you buy your business? And if that answer is yes, great, because that means that someone else will want to buy your business. It's marketable. If the answer is no, then how do you build for your exit? I spent 7 years practicing M&A, and the first thing we do when we do an M&A deal, besides do all the due diligence, we lay out blue sheets on the table, and they're each labeled with areas of the business that are material to the business. We lay out, is your business incorporated? Do you have insurance for your top 10 customers? We have all the material elements. What kind of partnerships are in place? Your financials. And so this is what I do with entrepreneurs. I lay out the blue sheets on the table, and we build from the end. And when you build from the end, you build a better business. And so we can't be steps away from Madam T.J. Walker's mansion that she had when she was living in Harlem, to not reflect on how she built partnerships and how she became a millionaire in the 1900s. She could do it in the 1900s. We have all the tools possible to do it. And we all can be winners. I'm your entrepreneur's quarterback. Thank you very much.